Hi everyone, my name is Blessed Iverin and welcome to Ignition 633 Ministries. In this video, we'll be talking about how people living with disabilities are being treated in our society. There are growing reports that millions of people with disabilities in Nigeria continue to face a daily struggle, not only due to their conditions, but also because of a society that has yet to embrace inclusivity fully. From a lack of suitable housing to limited job opportunities, many are left behind despite the skills, the talent, and dreams that they have. The number of homes and support services for persons with disability is nowhere near the population of these people in Nigeria. Most people want to earn a living and be independent, but for someone in a wheelchair, even getting through the front door of a workplace can be impossible. Very few buildings have ramps or elevators, and many employees don't even consider hiring people living with disabilities. So, even if someone has the skills, the opportunity often isn't there for the person. The biggest challenge of all time is the way society see people that have one disability or the other. Too often, families hide their kids with disability out of shame, and the community treats them like they are a burden. And living in this kind of situation just leads to loneliness for these people and making life very difficult for them.
My name is David. I'm a shoemaker by profession. And I try to encourage so many able men too with education. Don't depend on government. I say I finish, I have a master, I have degrees, then the government did not give us job. As for me, when I was a little, this is how I started. Nobody advised me, I advised myself to study. Depends of one of the things that is my handwork, struggle and get what I feel. The only thing that I have that to say that the government, please and please, you people recognize us because we too we are all human beings in society. Don't say that this one that they are disabled, they have no value. No, we have so value to ourselves as a society.
I live in Makode here with my wife and the children. But being idle like this, I don't like it. So I decided to sit up. I find up myself in doing this business. Uh, every day when I wake up, I'll go to the company, buy bread, sell from one shop to another. Even right now, I'm going to shop to go and supply them bread from one shop to another. Yeah, and that is how I'm earning my living now. Instead of sitting and depending on people, I say no, that one is not good. But thank God today, I'm married, I have children now, and I even have handwork. But due to a financial issue, I decided to sit down. But now that the company are open this company for us here, I decided to start doing something. Yeah.
In the midst of the challenges faced by the people living with disabilities in Nigeria, we still have a lot to be grateful to God for. We thank Him for the growing awareness across the nation, a shift that is helping more people see and understand the struggles these people go through daily. We also thank God for how much He has helped Ignition 633 to play a part in this journey. And one of the ways the Lord has helped us to look into this situation is by adopting a young girl who is physically challenged.
I am Pastor Ojo Julius Oluwakayode, the Outreach Director of Ignition 633 Nigeria. I want to briefly talk about Ruth Adeku, one of the handicapped children in our custody that has been under the care of the ministry. In the year 2023, around August, information reached us about a disabled girl that was staying with the grandmother and the grandfather. This is because the mother has abandoned the father and dropped the child without any caregiver for the aged mother, which at that time was very sick. And they could not take proper care of this child, and information reached us here in Ignition. And I personally undertook that journey to Eke area of Idoma land. And on getting to the location, I saw Ruth Adiku, a disabled child of about 4 years old then. And the condition was very pathetic because the story surrounding her birth was that the mother tried to abort the baby because it's an unwanted child, and the drug affected the child at birth. The child did not die, but it affected her development. So when she came out, she was handicapped. And because of this, the mother dropped her with the father and ran away. And at that particular period, the father, who is also struggling to keep life afloat, left this child in the care of the aged grandmother, which at that particular time, like I said, was very sick. And when we see the situation and the fact that this child needs a good care, the ministry discussed with the family, who released the child to our care, and that is how we brought Ruth Adiku to Ignition 633 campus here in Nigeria, Makurdi, Nigeria. And since that time, the ministry has been doing a lot to help this child to get back on her feet. A medical doctor was hired, and many caregivers was also hired to take care of her on a 24 hours shift. That is a set of people during the day, another set in the night. And that is how God has been helping us with Ruth Adiku, who is growing every day. She was also put in a school, that's the crèche, where she was being taught. And now she can respond, she can hear, and the leg also is being treated. That is because she's deformed in the right side of the body, the hand and the leg. But the doctors has been taking her for medical care, and by the special grace of God, with prayers and the blessings of God, we know that she is going to walk and she is going to be a normal child. And we thank God for Ruth Adiku. Every day we see her growing, and she is doing fine. Glory be to God.
We thank God for our dedicated nannies who are responsible for caring for our precious Ruth with much commitment and love. She is not just surviving, she is growing in a place of acceptance, joy, and purpose. We also pray for a mindset shift across families and communities. Far too often, many families hide children born with disabilities due to fear of shame. But we ask God to bring healing and understanding to these homes, that instead of shame, they would choose love and acceptance. Let these children go to school, play with their peers, and live their lives comfortably. Finally, we pray for the strength, courage, and hope of disabled people. May they never feel invincible or forgotten. May they know that God deeply loves them and that their lives have a purpose. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.